Do you agree birds are the best architects in the animal world? Hi, I am Afsal Koroth. Today I am going to talk about nesting behavior in birds. Birds are of three categories as far as their nesting behavior is concerned. First category of birds does not make special nest, but they use the environment for incubating their eggs. And in the second category, they make nest and use the temperature of body temperature of the parents for incubating the eggs. And third category of birds don't make their nest. They lay the eggs in some other bird's nest, and it is called as brood parasitism. First we see the first category. These birds are belonging to mainly the family megapods. They are mostly found in the Australian regions. What they do, they find a small pit on the ground, or they make a small pit on the ground and layer it with the decaying leaves which act as a compost. This decaying leaves produce lot of heat, and the birds lay the eggs on these leaves, decaying leaves, and cover this whole structure with sand. The bird frequently check the temperature with its beak inside temperature in the nest, and if the temperature is more, they remove more sand, and if it is less, they add more sand so that more temperature will be there inside the nest, inside this nest. Then second category of birds is the ones which make nest. Among these also, there are birds which lay the eggs on the ground. They find the small pits on the ground. They either lay the eggs directly on the ground, or they layer this pit with some soft material and lay eggs on that one. There are some birds like this red-wattled lapwing. In Malayalam we call it as Chenganni Titiri, or larks. These are called as Vanambadi. And why I am telling these Malayalam words is maybe it is easy for some person to relate it with their local language. These birds lay the eggs on the ground, and these eggs are usually camouflaged. It will be the color of the eggs will be very similar to the soil which is present in the area. And there are some birds which lay the eggs on the cavities in the tree trunks. When we talk about such birds, we have to talk about hornbills, Vedambal. The peculiarity of these birds, before laying the eggs, the female find a hole on the tree trunk and goes inside it. The male brings some soil, and the female mix it with saliva, and this hole of the this nest, the entrance of the nest is covered, leaving a small hole through which the female puts her beaks outside. The male feeds the female till the eggs are hatched and the chicks have grown. The duty of the male is to feed this female and the chicks. And once the chicks are fully grown, the female inside this nest breaks open this entrance, this wall, and comes outside. And there are other type of birds which are making nest. And this nest made are of two types. One is cup-shaped nest. These are usually made by the maybe drongos. It is called as, in Malayalam we call it as Kalimundi. And tailor birds, which is very frequently found in our place. These tailor birds stitch different leaves together. The drawback of this nest is its top is open. So if there is some rainfall or something, it will go inside. And it gives more. It proves to be more dangerous for the chicks, because any bird which is flying over this nest can spot, if it spots this nest, it can come and catch the chicks. So in the evolution, some birds started making the nest with a roof. For example, weaver birds. These roofs help them prevent the entry of rainwater or the hot sun rays, and it gives more protection from the other predators like snakes. For weaver birds, the important thing is its entrance to the nest is in the bottom. So it is very difficult for a snake to crawl, to come from the tree branch and to enter inside the nest. It's very difficult, because once when the snake tries to enter inside the nest, the bottom, which is that entrance is present in the bottom, the snakes falls down. So these are the different type of nest which are made by these birds. The third category is, I told, it's cuckoos. Cuckoos come in the third category, this brood parasitism. These birds go and lay the eggs or in some other bird's nest, usually in the crow's nest or babbler's nest. They just, usually before laying egg, they remove that egg. If the cuckoo is going to lay 2 eggs, they remove 2 eggs from that host bird's nest and lay its egg. So it proves to be very disadvantageous for the host. And there are some other birds like emperor penguin. It usually incubates its eggs on its feet. It keeps the egg on its feet and cover it with the skin fold on the abdomen. This abdominal skin fold gives the temperature required for the incubation, because it cannot lay eggs in any other place because it's very cold outside. So like this, many wonders exist in this animal, in the bird world, as far as nesting behavior is concerned. There are a lot more to say about this one, but maybe in another presentation. That's all. Thank you.